Measurement of an element is very necessary and important aspect of chemistry. But what the question arises in our mind? That is, how we can measure an element. Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about stoichiometry of a chemical reaction. So how we can define stoichiometry of a chemical reaction? This topic comes under some basic concepts of chemistry of class 11. So, when we are talking about any chemical equation, we know reactants react each other, combine each other to get converted into products. So, whenever such type of a chemical reaction is happening in which conversion of reactants into new substance occur, then we know there will be change in mass, volumes, molecules and moles. So all these are the quantitative aspects of a chemical reaction. So what do we mean by stoichiometry? Stoichiometry is made up of two half words, and these two half words are stoichion and metry. Stoichion means element, metry means measurement. So to measure an element is known as stoichiometry. So when we define stoichiometry of a chemical reaction, it can be defined as one of the most important aspects of a chemical equation. When we write a balanced chemical equation, this balanced chemical equation gives quantitative relationship between various reactants and products in terms of their moles, masses, molecules, volumes. And this is known as stoichiometry. As I told you, it arises from two half words, stoichion, metry. Stoichion means element and metry means measurement. So to illustrate it, I am taking example. When we combust methane, in case of combustion of methane, methane having the formula CH4. When methane is burned in presence of oxygen, it will produce carbon dioxide and water. But before going ahead, we should have the knowledge of balancing of a chemical reaction. We have studied in our previous classes how we can balance a chemical reaction. Balancing of a chemical reaction means equalizing the number of atoms of elements on both sides, on left hand side, on right hand side. Now think about, we have this example, combustion of methane. On left hand side we have one carbon, on right hand side carbon is also one. On left hand side there are 4 hydrogen, but on right hand side these are only 2. So by hit and trial method, we will hit here by an integer 2. Multiplying with 2, hydrogen will become 4 on right hand side. On left hand side it is 4. That's why we have balanced left hand side and right hand side hydrogen atoms. Now if we talk about the next element, that is our oxygen. On left hand side the number of oxygen atoms are 2, but on right hand side it is not 2, it is 2 for the carbon dioxide, but here it becomes 4, 2 for carbon dioxide and 2 for water. So on right hand side the number of oxygen atoms are 4. So how to balance oxygen atoms on left hand side? According to hit and trial method, now we will hit this side. By multiplying with 2, oxygen will become 4 on left hand side. Now we will trial again. We will watch what's on the right hand side. So we have oxygen 4 atoms on right hand side as well. So we have balanced this chemical equation. Now what is stoichiometry in this chemical equation? What is the total molar mass of methane? Carbon having atomic mass 16 plus hydrogen 1 into 4, it will become, carbon having atomic mass 12 and hydrogen having atomic mass 1 multiplied with 4, it will become what? 16 gram. So we have 16 gram of methane which is burned to produce carbon dioxide and water. Now think about the molar mass of water. Water having the formula H2O. So atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 multiplied with 2 and oxygen having atomic mass 16, it will become 18 gram. But we will have to multiply it with 2. That's why it will become 36 gram. So it means 16 gram of methane burnt in presence of oxygen to produce 36 gram of water. So 16 gram, as we know, whatever the gram atomic mass of a molecule, it will be the 1 mole of that molecule. So 16 gram of methane, it means 1 mole of methane burnt to produce 36 gram of water. But it will become what? 2 moles. Because we have not produced only one H2O, we have produced 2 H2O. That's why it will be 2 moles. So in terms of stoichiometry, we have 16 gram of methane and 36 gram of water having 1 mole of methane and 2 moles of water. Likewise, 1 molecule of methane react with oxygen to produce 2 molecules of water. And if we consider about the volumes, so 22.4 liters volume of methane burned to produce 22.4 into 2, 44.8 liters of water. So this is about the quantitative aspect of a chemical reaction and it is known as stoichiometry of a chemical reaction. Now next subtopic related with the stoichiometry, it is limiting and excess reagent. Now during a chemical reaction, there are different type of reactions going to be react each other. Now the reactant which completely reacts in the reaction is called limiting reagent or limiting reactant. And the reactant which is not completely consumed in the reaction is called excess reagent or excess reactant. So how we can think about that? Let us take an example, take a problem and that is 3 gram of H2 reacts with 29 gram of O2 to form H2O. Now find out the limiting reagent. So we have got in this problem, we'll highlight the data from this problem and that is 3 gram of H2 and 29 gram of O2. And we have to find out the limiting reactant. So what will the solution of this problem? Now go to the solution. When we are taking H2, it reacts with O2 to form H2O. First of all, we will balance this reaction. We know here on the left hand side hydrogen number is 2 and oxygen number is 2. But on the right hand side, in case of water molecule, hydrogen number is 2 but oxygen is only 1. So we will balance it by hit and try method. Now on right hand side, hydrogen number will become 4 but oxygen number will become 2. So oxygen is balanced on both sides but hydrogen is not balanced yet. So we will go to the left hand side where we have hydrogen number equal to 2. Now we will multiply with the integer 2. It will become 4. So on both hand side we can observe that equal number of hydrogen and oxygen atoms are present. Now what is the stoichiometry in this reaction? We have hydrogen having atomic mass 1 multiplied with the 2. Multiplied with 2 we will have 4 gram of hydrogen and oxygen having 16 gram atomic mass of one oxygen atom for for a molecule it will become 32 gram. And how many molecules of water are produced? 2 molecules of water. 2. 1 into 2 plus 16, it will become what? 36 gram. So, we can consider that 2 moles of hydrogen when react with 1 mole of oxygen will form 2 moles of water. Now, what is given to us? 4 gram of hydrogen will produce 36 gram of water. 2 moles of hydrogen, 2 moles of water. It means equal number of moles are present for hydrogen and water. So we can consider that 4 gram of hydrogen reacts with 32 gram of oxygen. 4 gram of hydrogen reacts with 32 gram of oxygen. Now 1 gram will react. 1 gram of hydrogen react with what? 32 by 4. So what is asked from us? 3 gram of hydrogen you will have to react, and you will have to check the limiting reactant. So we'll take 3 gram of hydrogen. So 3 gram of hydrogen will react with how much amount of oxygen? 32 by 4 into 3 gram. And that is 4 8 32, it will become 24 gram of oxygen. It means when we will take 3 gram of hydrogen, it will react with 24 gram of oxygen. 24 gram of oxygen. Now think about it. When we are taking 3 gram of hydrogen, it reacts with 24 gram of oxygen, and we have told that 29 gram of oxygen to form H2O. It means we have how much amount of O2 remain? It is 29 minus 24, it will 5 gram. So 5 gram of oxygen is left behind. So we can say hydrogen will be consumed completely. That's why hydrogen in that case is limiting reagent or limiting reactant. Whereas oxygen will be left behind. 5 gram of oxygen will be left behind. Because we will require for 3 gram of hydrogen, we will require only 24 gram of oxygen. And we have given 29 gram of oxygen. So oxygen will left behind. So it will be known as axis reagent or axis reactant. So this is all about the stoichiometry of a chemical reaction, limiting and axis reagent. So one message I want to give you, that is, measure and evaluate your values properly. Analyze yourself. How we can move forward. How we can think positively. All the best.